It's nice having you here, Ladi Taiwo. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Who will receive, the announcement about the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth of England. How
Yeah.
does the people in England receive this news?
It's been a very massive shock to the system for everyone, even though we know she's advanced in age and her appearances in public for a while now has been very, very sketchy because of her health. She's cancelled a lot of engagements that she would normally do every year on doctors' advice. So you can tell that she's becoming frail. She started using a walking stick just a few months after the death of her husband, Prince Philip, in October. So you can see we saw the progression of her failing health due to the advancement in her age. So we saw that live on TV. She appeared less on camera. Even still photographs where she wouldn't they wouldn't take too much of a still photograph, apparently because of her frame, which has become very small, which was becoming smaller and smaller as time went by. But like I said, the downward process became noticeable, more noticeable after the death of Prince Philip. She had died around 2:30 or thereabout, but they did not make any official announcement until they summoned all the children from England to come over to Balmoral, another of our massive estates in Scotland, which was where she passed on.
Okay, from what you're saying, I know that you are very close there and you know what is happening. How does the family, our immediate family, receive the news, and now what has been their reaction so far?
In fairness, if I say I know how, I will be lying because none of them has appeared on camera to grant any interview. We've seen them on camera. We saw King Charles this morning. The succession line is clear-cut, as they will say. Prince Charles became King Charles immediately after the death was officially announced. So he has returned to England this morning, and we have seen him on camera greeting all the people waiting in front of Buckingham Palace. Major television stations in UK is dominated by special coverage, and the special coverage is that of the death of Her Highness Queen Elizabeth II. So we've been seeing all the activities. Most of the children and grandchildren have returned to London, but from the itinerary that we have, the process is very straightforward. She will be lying in state in Scotland, in one of the palaces in Scotland, before she's brought down to England, in what we call the Westminster Abbey. That's where she'll be buried, next to her husband. But before then, she will lie in state for 4 days for members of the public to come and pay their last respect. After that, King Charles will address the nation. A lot of changes will happen. The currency will change because the currency used to have the head of the Queen. Now it will change to that of King Charles. You see, I'm not used to the king yet. I'm still calling him Prince. But over time, we'll get used to him. Postage stamps will change. A lot of things. The anthem will change from God Save the Queen to God Save the King. But these are subtle changes that will be made without people even realizing, without affecting anybody's life. If you have the old notes, it will still be tenable. It's just the Chancellor of the Exchequer and the Central Bank that will be withdrawing them bit by bit and throwing the new bits into circulation. So there are changes that will happen without any itch. Nobody will feel anything. If you are not very observant, you will not know things have changed. But those are the things that will change. When it comes to Her Royal Majesty Queen Elizabeth, the respect is legendary.
Let me ask you this: what would be the expectations of British people, from King Charles?
It's difficult to predict. However, there has been a lot of insinuations. People have said, "Oh, Charles will not command the kind of respect his mom commanded if he becomes king."
How do you mean?
That has been on, but even those who are expressing that view, I'm talking of people who are not particularly those who are anti-monarch, or those who would rather have a republic than a monarchy. At this time, they are all quiet because it's a mourning, somber period. So nobody is really saying anything anti-monarchy at the moment because it is still very raw. So, however, when this dust is settled and King Charles' reign begins in earnest, I bet those voices will be coming out of the woodworks again. Because from my perspective, and it's strictly subjective view, and because of my involvement in the media and my long sojourn in this country, I would say there is equal amount of call for the abolishment of the monarchy. It's a 50-50 call. If you ask me, it's a 50-50 call. However, now that the Queen is gone, all those who hold her in high esteem, and because of her, would not criticize the monarchy per se, will start switching. Everything is going on as scheduled. Other than the mourning and the pensive mood the nation is in, life continues.
We pray that Nigeria will get to that stage.
I pray so. I pray so.
People of the Fountain.